Da. Football has returned, and so have the back porch streams. And no, my internet has not improved. Neither has my ability to manage technology, but that's a stream to post or not post correctly for another day. So what's going on, everybody? I hope you are not too hungover at work, but about to be off and happy. You are dodging that family gathering. You are out right now with your lady, but hiding in the bathroom watching your favorite comedian slash YouTuber doing one of his infamous back porch streams. I'm excited to say tomorrow I will be going live for Monday Night Football. Cannot wait. I'm going to be making a post about that later, actually doing my first live stream since BKFC Sturgis. For those of you who did not see the post I put out recently, recently as in yesterday, so how much the word has spread. Not like I'm the most important person in the world, but my YouTube, my old one, it is done. At least until I can get into it. I don't know how to get my old YouTube account working, so this new one is basically the same. It's just a 2 on the end of Wildcard Entertainment. That's at Wildcard ENT2 on YouTube. That will be my new account. Don't ask me why. I can't get into my old one, but doing these live streams like I was doing last year, and they're really just to jump on and talk to fans of sports, people into me. God knows why you'd be, and just hang out and talk for a little bit about some other things besides sports. But yeah, I realized I couldn't get on there, and I was taking a little bit of a break before the fall kicked in, and last time I was on here was after the first week of preseason, and as it happens, some teams looked hot during preseason, some didn't. Regular season rolls along. You see how accurate that was. Let's start with the other night because we have another spitting fiasco to get to. The Philadelphia is playing, and Dallas looked a lot better than I think people expected, but there's a rain delay. Philadelphia is moving well. Dallas is moving well. I mean, really, if you're the offensive coordinators, you're feeling pretty darn good. If you're the defensive coordinators, you feel non-existent. And Philly was, I mean, they were moving the ball, but Dallas was not giving any inches up, and then the rain delay. But Dallas was in that game and really should have won it. But CeeDee Lamb, I mean, 4 critical drops in that game. Not to mention one Micah Parsons, now in Green Bay. Defense, clearly that was going to be a hole, but it's tough for Dallas to blame that loss on just Micah Parsons. I think it was a variety of things, but end of the game, after the delay, all of this, Dallas still has a chance to win this game, right? On the final drive, Dak Prescott looked like he was walking toward Jalen Carter, but I don't think he was really doing anything more than just trying to get him to take the bait. And if you're going to do that, son, don't do it on live TV in front of refs. Come on. I mean, no, don't do it at all. But rookie mistake by Jalen Carter, especially when you are the best player on that defense and you go and make an error like that. I mean, it was it was not a good moment for Philadelphia, but Dak starts walking towards Jalen Carter, gets him to spit on him because Dak, it looked like, spit towards him. From every angle I've seen, it doesn't look like Dak was getting aggressive, just a little bit like, hey, I'm going to see if I can get him here. And he did, but not going out of his way to spit at Jalen Carter. Because you look at all the angles, and the offensive lineman had no idea what was going on. They, if they did, they weren't doing much to stop Dak at that moment. But the thing is, Dallas, with that penalty, I mean, they got nothing from it, and they go and they lose that game, and that's just what the frustration is with the Cowboys, is that they always just, it seems like they can't win in these pressure moments, and this was a key opportunity to show that your team is all right. After everything with Jerry Jones in the offseason, after the years of just things falling apart, I mean, it's wild because in the last 30 years, you've seen two NFC East teams win the biggest game of the year twice, and you've seen another franchise in Washington go to a championship game. Dallas's 1995 season, I mean, it just seems like it's so far behind them. And this is coming from somebody who has grown up knowing nothing but how to hate the Cowboys. I want to see Dak succeed, man, because he doesn't deserve to take all the criticism he takes. I want to see that team look better in those situations, but they just don't. And they come up short when it's time after time after time. I mean, if it was one time, but it's the Cowboys we know now. And I mean, it's great that you can get into a position where you're winning and you have a chance, but they're like the Steelers of the NFC. So until they start playing clutch, that's what I expect from Dallas. I mean, I hate to go back to the Des Bryant play years ago, but has it all been fallout from that? I mean, would this team be different if they would have gotten to that NFC Championship game? Who knows? But Dallas, I still don't like you, but I will say this, that you you can do better than that. But Philadelphia also can do better than that. Jalen Carter, what were you thinking? And Friday, of course, the Chiefs, I mean, they got, really, the score made that game look better than it was. I mean, they got battered against San Diego. And good for them, silencing Stephen A and letting him know, hey, we can beat Kansas City. The thing is, like the Bills, I mean, it means nothing. Can you beat them in the postseason? And remains to be seen. But Justin Herbert had, I think, the game of his career right there. I'm excited to see. Did I say San Diego? Well, I say Commanders, but we all know where that team really is. Yeah, I'm excited for the Chargers. I mean, you go in there and look, you had a moment with the Travis Kelsey incident, him getting hit. I mean, it's not like he wasn't doing things back to them, but again, you need to know the moment because those things can cost your team. Chargers won that game, a time where it did cost a team the game yesterday. And this is a game that I was looking into going to because I'm only an hour and a half away from Gainesville, Florida. But and this is, Florida's not my team, but to be in a situation like that where all day the quarterback was just torching Florida and you have them on the ropes and you go and you do that, you spit on a player after what happened on Thursday, inexcusable. I don't care if you are in college, that loss is going to sting Florida for a while. And props to South Florida. I mean, that quarterback, that guy just showed he has pro written all over him. And to go in there and win on the road against a ranked team like that, I don't want to watch football again if South Florida is not at least, I think, inside the top 20, but they should absolutely be hovering right outside of it if they are not inside the top 20. It's ugly for Florida, man, because they had every chance to win that game, but penalties, missed third downs, and I did get to watch that game just about front to back, and it was something that I they shouldn't have even been in that situation, but man, 18-16, that close, but congratulations to South Florida. I mean, a huge win, and you're establishing yourself as one of the premier teams in the state of Florida, right next to Miami and Florida State, who, I mean, there's going to be a lot of Florida fights. These games are, I mean, bad blood when I say Florida fights. So there's, Miami's playing Florida this year, and South Florida is playing Miami this year. And there's just, it's pride. It's who runs the state. And you look at all the titles that these teams have won. Miami with 5, Florida State with 2, and I believe Florida State, what was it, 99 and 2013, the 2 titles that they won, and Florida with their 3. It means a lot to these teams, and you cost your team a win like that at home. I mean, I don't know where Florida's minds are at because last year I think they were a lot better than their record indicated, but does that affect their psyche? Does that take away from their confidence losing at home to South Florida? Or do they know the rest of the year, hey, we should have taken the dub home with us and we didn't? Not sure, man. I mean, you talk about psyche, somebody like Arch Manning, Texas yesterday, Arch needs a couple games to boost his confidence. That was the kind of game I think that will help you, but not completely because you blew out UTSA, but you, while you beat, or was it San Jose State? I can't remember who they even beat. I mean, it was one of those teams that's just always you expect it to be a win for the powerhouse in that game. And credit to Texas. They went out there and dominated, but I think Arch winning a game like that and looking good, it doesn't mean quite as much as winning against a good team. And he has work cut out for him, but I mean, you can't pin that entire loss to Ohio State on his back. And they only went down by a score. So it's going to be exciting to see how he progresses. A lot of the world in my apartment building that I'm sitting on right now And it's, another planet feels like on top of that, all that weight is on Arch's back to live up to the family name, but give him some time. I mean, Texas, this is a new era for them, and it's an exciting time. So you give him time to develop. I mean, look at Peyton Manning's first year, 3-13 to 13-3. The next year in '99 goes to show that some are ready for it immediately, some not so much. And I feel like Arch will he will turn into a winner like the Manning brothers have been, but will it be in college? Will he, I mean, will he take his momentum to the pros if he starts to win all these games coming up? I don't know, but I have faith that he's going to have a solid college career and that he will do things in the pros. I mean, you have the Manning name, so I feel like he's going to be guaranteed, if not a starting spot, a roster spot somewhere. Absolutely. So, yeah, speaking of Ohio State, big win over Grambling State. Florida State, 77-3 victory. Miami, their annual trouncing of Bethune-Cookman. Um, Oklahoma, the big story, man, took it to Michigan, and I'm excited to see where they go. I mean, they have solid coaching front to back. That team looked good last night, and I mean, they had a little hiccup at the start of the second half, but altogether, man, I mean, you go in there and you win a game prime time over 10 points. That to me says this team has hype around them. So watch out for the Sooners, and I cannot wait to watch Texas play against Oklahoma. I didn't get to go last year, but I'm supposed to go to a Texas game this year, so we will see how that plays out. I think I'm going to see Vandy, Texas, if all goes according to plan. That's what I want to do at least. So yeah, and today, uh, something happened. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there. Uh, why don't I just come out and say it? There's football. I'm not gonna have my neighbors think I'm insane, but the NFL is back. I consider the first Sunday of the year to be the kickoff of the season. Jags get ready to play the Panthers in 30 minutes here. I know Duval's going to be going wild, and I'm hopefully not going to be going out into traffic. Um, we have big game tomorrow. JJ McCarthy and the Vikings against the Chicago Bears. Everybody is talking about the quarterback situation in Chicago. How will it play out? It's a big test for them, but I'm excited for that. Just as excited as I am for Thursday night kickoff next week, the Packers and the who's that team that I like? I don't even know their name anymore, but Jaden Daniels, man, I can't wait to watch him against Micah Parsons. And that's going to be a big advantage for Green Bay. I mean, you have a guy like that who's played twice every year against Washington. It's going to be big time. And of course, maybe not only the game of the week tonight, but possibly the game of the year could be the Bills and the Ravens. That, my friends, is going to be the game of all games, which it's tough, but I've got to go Baltimore. They'll get it done. And I'm not just saying that because I grew up near the Beltway. Not always on the Beltway, thank God. keyword near. The lizard that is out of frame here looking at me, distracted, but tons of good games on today. Yeah, I can't wait to see how Travis Hunter, and I do want to say now that I believe Travis Hunter will at least become. I see him being the first ever offensive and defensive rookie of the year. And that, my friends, I mean, that's the question I leave you with is, does that mean that he is the greatest ever when it comes to playing both sides of the ball? Better than Dion, better than, I mean, I'm trying to think of guys off the top of my head, Troy Brown. um, Who is even close? I mean, we're not even talking about a guy who's been in the league for 5 years, something like that, 10 years. I mean, he could establish his name with that group in his first season. I mean, that's rare company right there. You know, he's up there with Bo Jackson, prime time. Jacksonville, you should be excited for the season ahead. I can't wait to stream the game tomorrow and react to, going to be reacting to the games at halftime, seeing what the action brings us. And I miss doing these streams with y'all. I used to do them. Sometimes I do them on Monday. Started doing these every Thursday at 4 p.m. Um, but tomorrow, yeah, I'm reacting to my first ever Monday Night Football game. I haven't done a lot of live streams, like reacting to games or fights live. Trying to get better at that because I've the only game I ever reacted to was the Chiefs and the Eagles years ago in the Super Bowl. I'm not talking about last year, and you can see the technology there was very primitive looking. I got to figure out a game clock, but I believe I have that ready to go for tomorrow. So, guys, tune in for that. Game starts, I believe, at 8 o'clock. So, look out for your boy at starting at 7:45. I'm live here. This is my new YouTube page at Wildcard ENT2. The old one, I mean, it still has all the interviews up, my shows, stand up, music, you name it. Just pop on there if you want to see some of my classics and how I have not advanced at all with technology. I can't wait to watch these games, guys. 30 minutes or less than 30 minutes away. And oh yeah, there was other sports yesterday. We've got it's crazy, man. In 1 month we'll have playoff baseball, eventually the World Series. My birthday month, we had some UFC action. Man, I think that main event, I mean, you got to give it to him for taking out Izzy and then getting a big win last night. That could be a guy who challenges Hamzat. Will it be this year or next year? I'm not sure. We got to see what happens with RDR and Hamzat. I was talking to a buddy of mine who he works with a former UFC fighter who just interviewed RDR, and we were talking about how that fight got confirmed. Honestly, I don't know if I've been more hyped for a fight than I have been ever, or at least since Hamzat and Dricus. But congratulations to the main event winner and co-main taken home by Benoit Saint Denis. A lot of smack talk from Ruffy, but guy's young, just has to work on the grappling to keep it short and sweet here. And just, but he forgets. I mean, it is true what Islam said: work on not talking and crafting your game. That's it. You don't need the flash if you keep winning. I mean, look at Hamzat. He hasn't really talked a lot. When everybody was saying stuff to him, how much did he say back? And now he's the champ. It's wild. But every time they were asking him to come in and perform, he did. And I don't know. I don't know how it's going to play out for him, but I think Hamzat will be at the top for a while. RDR is going to be interesting because they should not sleep on his ground game. But then again, people were saying that about Dricus, right? And so, hey guys, I have a great show to preview UFC in San Antonio next week. I can't wait to drop all this info for a huge week next week. But I miss just doing these just loosely put together fun live streams on my back porch until I run out of breath a half hour in the Florida humidity. And I will be doing them again. Don't you worry about that. So make sure to subscribe if you like to donate to me. God knows why. Thank you. Very much obliged. And believe me, I can't wait to react to these games tomorrow with you and see how JJ McCarthy's debut goes. And glad that my debut with my new YouTube page went pretty well. And I believe that is all. Yeah, I want you to comment on what you thought was the coolest sports story of the week. If it was something you were excited about, if it was something controversial. If you're a Phillies fan with a bowl cut that's white and dark, or is it a mix of gray and white? I don't know where you are, but you can even be included on this list, even though I don't think you deserve a lot of good things, if anything good, because, well, if you see that clip, you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm going to get out of here before I get in trouble, guys. So make sure to subscribe. Watch my shows every Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be back tomorrow, 7:45. Jump on here with me. I am out of breath.